What is up, Guardians? Jake Parker here, and we finally have our hands on the long-awaited exotic weapon that was discovered today during today's reset. Of course, naturally, we always want to know how a new weapon would perform in Crucible, so today, this video is going to be an extremely quick analysis of how it performed in Crucible, as well as an honest opinion on where it stands in today's current sandbox. If you enjoyed this video and look forward to more Destiny content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications to know when my next video will be live. Going right into it, the new exotic scout rifle, Wicked Implement, is a primary stasis scout rifle that fires at a steady 180 RPM with 15 in the magazine. It brings with it some modest stats such as 62 impact, 62 range, 63 stability, 44 handling, 41 reload speed, 65 aim assist, 20 zoom, and 18 airborne effectiveness. The true power of this weapon lies in its intrinsic trait called creeping attrition, which after rapidly landing precision hits will cause your target to become slowed. Pairing this with the Tithing Harvest weapon perk, which spawns a traveling stasis shard on precision kills that reload your mag, this weapon is definitely a force to be reckoned with. But how does it fare in Crucible with today's sandbox? Well, the short answer is this: it struggles. At the current base damage with no modifiers affecting it, Wicked Implement currently does 39 to the body and 61 to the head, meaning that at max damage, it takes 4 headshots in around a 106 to 1.1 second time to kill. In a sandbox where every weapon and every microsecond matters, Wicked Implement honestly lags behind so many more easily accessible weapons not locked behind a boss that makes you want to uninstall your game and summit 1G your monitor. Pair this with Wicked Implement's unfortunate low 20 zoom, it also struggles to maintain a safe scout rifle distance for engagements by causing you to play closer to enemy lines and opening yourself up to counterplay than other scout variants. But what about its creeping attrition exotic perk? Well, it works, though to some degree a lot less than simply using a dusk field grenade to just apply stacks of slow against an enemy. In a fast-paced Crucible match where players often find themselves reloading after engagement anyway, players are barely even noticing the Tithing Harvest weapon perk kicking in to reload their weapon for them. As for creeping attrition, it's hardly recognizable and doesn't really affect engagements in a dominant way. If I had to take an honest guess here, I think it's possible that Bungie didn't want to follow suit with shipping an inherently broken exotic that would dominate Crucible until the next season's weapon tuning took place, which we have seen quite often from time to time. Unfortunately, Wicked Implement does seem to be lagging behind many other weapons, and it's much more situational than it really is enforceful. And in all honesty, this actually isn't the weapon's fault of its own. 180 RPM scouts are really struggling to keep up with the likes of 150 scouts, pulses, submachine guns, and really any other faster TTK weaponry that makes this weapon feel like the reward for the risk really isn't worth the investment. Now, when comparing Wicked Implement to other exotic scouts such as Polaris Lance, which is far more accessible from the exotic vault in the tower, contains a much more effective intrinsic trait, provides better all-around stats from a distance, and sports a significantly faster time to kill with 3 headshots instead of 4, it's hard to say that Wicked Implement has a current solid place in Crucible at this time if you're looking to have a competitive edge. Now, if you're going into Crucible to have a silly fun time and not really worry about stats, then by all means, snag this weapon and enjoy your time. But for those hardcore weapon seekers looking for the next best weapon to dominate your opponents, unless you can pair this weapon with the remainder of your build, you're going to have to wait just a tad bit longer. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those notifications to know when my next video will be live. Thank you for being the reason I get to do what I do, and until the next video, Guardians, game on.